Somebody promising more police car. Somebody going to take the country far. Somebody putting all the bandits away. He said, if they do the crime, they're going to damn well pay. But somebody promising a human rights, while somebody threatening to put out your lights. The mortuary full with little Trinidad boys. A bullet start to whine and put an end to the joy. Now they're lying cold for their mama to mourn. The Nike gone, the gold teeth gone. You see, they want their pocket full with blue silk. They want the statue drinking full cream milk. The little red silk is not their true friend. The blue one have two extra knots on the end. So a tag on the toe is now they take it to hell. But look where we reach, well, I hear a madman born. As he spread out on a wall, he said, this is it, this is it, this is it, I've been hit. No time to give up, brother, no time to quit. Was the chant of a madman in this tale from a strange land. Maybe the chant of the madman is the only salvation. I say the chant of a madman in this tale from a strange land. Maybe the chant of the madman, Lord, is the only solution. Anyway you turn, somebody chanting to we. Vote for we and we go set you free. Somebody promising natural law. Fly like a yogi, end all the war. Seek inner peace, end all the pain. The same woman promising to go down again. Somebody promising to run all the bread. Somebody pushing a world-class head. Somebody clean out the weed well fast. But somebody letting the cocaine pass. Somebody promised to abolish the tax. Somebody promised to kill with the facts. Somebody promised to clean up the land. But in this clean land, rats still killing man. We bright little youths going to waste. Somebody binge the smile on their face. Somebody take one love off the shelf. Then the one love boys start to sell out themselves. Somebody going to end all this talk about race. But they can't tell me that with a straight face. Big men dying, the crime can't solve. A madman rant is my only resolve. I hear the madman war as he lie on a wall. He said, this is it, this is it, this is it, I've been hit. But no time to give up, brother, no time to quit. A chant of a madman in this tale from a strange land. It was a chant of a madman in this tale from a strange land. Maybe the chant of the madman is the only salvation.
Yay! Somebody promising. Oh gosh! Madman rant, boy, David Rudder. That's how we get things started on a Thursday, a little throwback Thursday. You know what I mean? Going back in the old school. What year Rudder sing that tune? How does you can see that, you know? I'm going to check that on YouTube. Because everything Rudder sing about still happening. And matter of fact, it's been amplified. That would have been somewhere around the 90s, so when he sing Madman Rant. Yeah, that would have been after NAR with the coup and that kind of thing. Yeah, that would have been right after the early 90s kind of thing. But imagine that, we what? From, let me say 1990, come straight, let me say 91, come straight down the road. Yeah. That's about what, 34 years? 25 and, yeah. Like 34 years, like 3 decades ago, you know. And the same things happening. You understand? While somebody letting the cocaine pass. Hey! This is it, this is it, this is it, I've been hit. Oh gosh! Pressure, boy. Big up David Rudder, man. Great artist, man. All right, one of our many jewels. You don't know. All right, so we got to get things kicked off this morning. Take it on memory lane. I want to go back. I sent a video for the director from the police service from 1954. Right? Somebody sent me that video yesterday. I was like, you know, look at that here, boy. Just in the context of that, how we started the show this morning with David Rudder with the Madman Rant. And everything that he's singing about there is still taking place today. Right? Up to yesterday, as we get into the news here this morning, and you see on the front page all the election promises being made. PNM promises land and plans for houses. Young says roads, water, and lights will be pre-installed. Papayo. Lee says, Lee is asking the question, what did the Dragon deal cost TNT? Remember, I've been asking that, but NDAs, non-disclosure agreement, you understand? So we have the promises here. We'll get back to that in just a little bit after the break. Kamala will not say sorry to the Attorney General. We'll get to that, right? We'll get to all that information. I'm just giving you the headlines. SEA students urged to do their best. SEA is today, all right? So we want to wish all the students taking SEA today the best of luck. Just do your best. That is all. You understand? It's in the end of the world. Remember that. Don't let nobody put it in your head that is the end of the world. Just go out, do your best, and your best will be good enough. Because quite frankly, down the road in life, you will learn that you could survive. Once you have the basics, once you could read, you could write, you could add. You know what I mean? School is really oh gosh, it's really the phase you just go through this, put you through like an 8-hour work shift. That's to see if you're dedicated enough to show up every day and that kind of thing and do the 8 hours. You know what I mean? But down the road, a lot of people have become billionaires. They never even went to university, college, that kind of thing. They drop out of school. I'm not saying to do that and that's the way that you should go. I'm just saying there is life after, right? So, you have to define, we have to define what is failure. What is failure in life? Failure is a reset point, if you ask me. When you try at something and you fail, you immediately have to go in and reset how you approach things. Because every failure should lead to improvement and eventually success if you learn from your failures. So, you know what I mean, but don't study it. TT Chamber President says tariff uncertainty not good for business. Oh, Lord. Well, you know what? I understand yesterday, if I'm not mistaken, Trump decided 10% across the board for everybody after all the countries all over the world start to ring the phone and start to negotiate, with the exception of China. So China didn't come to the table, the negotiating table. He hit China with a 125% tariff. Only hold that. You want to retaliate? All right, 125% for you, right? But everybody else, the EU, everybody. That's what I tell all And of course, you had the stock market dipping, and then he put out a tweet apparently telling people now is a good time to buy, and the stock market apparently skyrocketed. But outside of that, stock market issues I ain't ready to, I don't really think up in that, right? But that's what I said. Everybody going to be breaking and everybody going to be thing and everybody going to push back, and eventually everybody will pick up the phone and come to the negotiating table. It's simple. It's simple negotiation. And it might look, how I could put, boy, it might seem to be very, well, it is aggressive, but it might seem to be that he's like almost bullying other countries into, but it's not a matter of bullying. Because if I run in a country and you hitting me with a 90% tariff and I only hitting you 10%, that is not fair trade. So it's business. You understand what I'm saying? I'm telling you. See, Pasad, so I don't know, in terms of this, I only mentioned that in terms of the headline, tariff uncertainty not good for business. So we'll see where that goes with what happened yesterday. C. Pasad says police must fiercely guard their independence. Judge quashes search warrant against THA Deputy Chief Secretary. Young says we will continue to fight for gas deals. We'll get back to that. 20 SOE detainees moved to remand prison. Where's this headline? Tariff on Tulum? That's my headline here. Say tariff on Tulum. Lord have mercy, I tell you. Lord have mercy, hear what I tell you. Guardian Holdings records 32% increase in profits. Papayo. TTMA rolls out new executive team. Privy Council to hear Civil Aviation Authority appeal on PSA recognition. UNC not opposed to sandals in Tobago. That's another headline. 4.4 million transitional home opened in Pinal. Yeah, they're turning all kind of sod, all kind of thing opening now. Weeks before election, there was turning sod, some new mall in East Port of Spain or South Port of Spain. They start, they turned some sod yesterday. TPP candidate says, rough upbringing prepared me for politics. Cummings says, PNM committed to young people. It have a little clip circulating with Foster Cummings saying, and it have something called AstroTurf. All you mark that down in your memory, in your brain. And it had the little crickets, The man said that as if he now find out it has something called AstroTurf, That has been around for the longest while. But like he know, like that revelation now with him, but these guys I only see the little edited clips. So I don't know the context of him mentioning it, but it was just hilarious the way that the clip was edited there. You know what I mean? All fun in this silly season, man. All a little frightened. All right, so Olive's House, senior care facility. Of course, located in the serene Sangre Chiquito area of Sangre Grande at Rosie Latchman Avenue, Eastern Main Road, James Smart Village. And Olive's House is beautifully situated with a spacious main area, full living and dining rooms, fully equipped medical wards, as well as assisted living quarters, inclusive of all required amenities. It's designed to offer comfort, freedom of movement, and support to your loved ones in their senior years. And Olive's House is operated 24/7 by a staff of professional qualified geriatric personnel with hot meals prepared daily according to specified dietary requirements. And the service is always warm and friendly as all clients are treated with the respect and dignity that their years demand. That's right. So, to find out more, you can give them a call on 232-6367, 291-7919, or 3744165. You can also find them on Facebook and Instagram. So go check them out for your elderly. Olive's House, all right? It's the perfect place for your elderly. They're going to be at peace. And of course, they're going to be around other people their age that they could interact with and, have a good time, in the twilight years, man. All right? And they're treated well, I know I'm telling all you. Right? We've had testament to that. Chef Shiraz will be here tomorrow. And he will be here, well, he's saying he's coming next week Friday, but next week Friday I think is Good Friday, we're not on, so you'll have to come in on Thursday. But nevertheless, he has 3 courses starting on the 26th of April, Creative International Cuisine course, the Certificate in Culinary Arts program, and the Cake Decorating program also starts on the 26th. A payment plan is available, job opportunities are available. For information, you can call or WhatsApp Chef on 372-4639 or 737-5097. Chef Shiraz, all right, and the Culinary Academy. Get started in terms of entrepreneurship, people. You've got to always be thinking about those kind of things. All right, be an entrepreneur, man. And we do have to tell you about Flo. Give me Flo now. Yeah, all right. I'm looking through the paper this morning, and I know I heard it on the news, because let me tell you something. They could not print it. They couldn't, But I have heard a few stories where crime related, and crime continues to occur. I ain't seen the articles in the paper this morning. I don't know if Newsday missed it, but I don't know how they could miss that. And I would love to see where the murder rate is at right now. And I think the next thing that we had to start counting is the home invasion rate, because it seems to happen every single day. But to prevent all of that, or at least to give yourself some level of safety and security, remember that no matter the space or the budget, your home deserves more than just security. It deserves armor security, powered by Flo in partnership with AllPro, a home security solution that protects what matters most for just $4 a day. And you can visit Flo in store or online at discoverflo.co for details. Flo, bringing security home. Nice, man. And finally, I tell you about the director, because we shift up a little bit, Let me get him some pest control now. Yeah, nice, man. GNP. Easy. We'll give them a little GNP pest control. This is one of our newest clients. They're in in the field of pest control, a field that I'm very, very familiar with. Work with my father. My father was just, I'm telling you, boy, that's the pest control, yeah. I'm telling you, the man brain was like, you know what I mean? He learned a lot. All right, at PAHO, and he had World Health Organization training, and that's the kind of training that these guys go through. So, you know, nothing short of professional, and they do have expertise in, you know, getting rid of all different types of pests. So, J&P Pest Control Limited, that's right. They are experts in all types of pest control, ranging from termites to rodents and cockroaches, lawn pests, and much more. And they are armed with the latest techniques and technologies. That's right, including fumigation for drywood termites. So J&P Pest Control's professionally trained staff are ready to tackle even the most difficult infestations. For a free inspection and quotation, contact them today. All of those stick, you know, contact them today. The last thing you want is people coming over by you and they open your cupboard to look for a cup or a plate, and it has one set of German cockroach running inside it. You understand what I'm saying? The last thing you want is people coming home by you and it has rat droppings all in the corner and behind the fridge and all kind of thing. You understand? You don't want that kind of thing. So, you could give them a call today on 227-0835. That is 227-0835. You could also WhatsApp them on 250-8397. And they are located at number 61 to 65 Covine Road in Diego Martin. You could also email them at jppestcontrol@hotmail.com and let them shield your home or business from pesky pests. All right? And termites. Let me tell you something. Whether it's drywood, I know they're doing the fumigation for the drywood termites. Drywood termites, subterranean termites, get rid of those termites. J&P. Nice. So I'll tell you what. With that, we're going to take our first break this morning. When we come back from the break, we're going to open the phone line and take some calls before we take a little trip down memory lane. All right? With that clip with the police service, boy, we're going back any day. Right? Today's SCA. And I think, well, I know the PNM for sure have put a pause on their campaign for SCA today, as far as I understand. All right? So, I don't know, maybe the whole Terence Yalsing with the Tassa and the whole music truck moving through St. Joseph kind of thing. Let me take a little break for that. I don't know if the opposition is doing the same and the other parties, but, you know, today is SCA, so for those of you who have children taking SCA today, you want to wish them best of luck, no problem. You could call in while you make your comment, and you can wish them best of luck as well. So we take the first break. When we come back, we get to the action. Stay tuned.
The following is a paid political advertisement.
At the age of 12 years old, I attended Bishop Anstey High School. At the time, I didn't have access to a laptop and my mom couldn't afford it. But thankfully to the UNC government, I was able to have access to one, and it was so much easier to not have to worry about sending in my assignments on time. And I'm so grateful. Thanks, Auntie Cam. When UNC wins, everybody wins.
That was a paid political advertisement.
It's time to secure what matters most. Your family, your home, your peace of mind. Secure them all with Armor Security. Advanced protection starts from just $4 per day. Armor Security, powered by Flow, partnered with All Pro, inspired by you. Visit us in-store or online at discoverflow.co to learn more.
The biggest 5K in TNT takes place Sunday, May 25th at QRC. Start time 6 a.m. Run, step on, run. Breakfast inclusive. The highest payout of prize money for a 5K with a first prize of $5,000 and cash prizes up to 10th place. Lots of giveaway and medals for all participants. Registration is $200. Get registered now online at trinbagoevents.com. Call 345-3380 and 482-5531. Or visit Stefan Reese Production on Facebook for more info. Part proceeds goes to the Autistic Society of TNT and the Couva Children's Crisis Center.
Whether we are on the road or in a fest, we sure to mash it up. Cause we bring the energy, that's who we be. We party till we jump. Hey! Hey,
Am I ready?
Yeah, man, go on. You ready for this one?
I'm ready.
Okay, let's go.
I see people, plenty people. I see people, VIP people.
The best buys and best savings just got even better at JTA Supermarkets. Eve Premium Chunk Tune and Vegetable Oil and Water, 4.9 ounces, 3 for $19.99. Fruit or juice drink, 1 liter, 2 for $19.99. Eve Sweetened Condensed Filled Milk, 385 grams, 3 for $24.99. Brunswick Mackerel, 425 grams, 2 for $19.99. Swiss Tomato Ketchup Spouch, 750 ml, 2 for $19.99. Brunswick Sardines and Soya Oil, 106 grams, 2 for $19.99. Swiss Macaroni, 400 grams, 3 for $19.99. Cara Coconut Milk Powder, 50 grams, 4 for $19.99. Flavorite Ice Cream, 3.2 liters, 2 for $99.99. Carlton's Choice Bathroom Tissue 12-pack, $19.99. Plus many more items, specials valid until April 6, 2025. JTA Supermarkets, where your total bill always costs less.
The St. Lucia Jazz and Arts Festival 2025 on May 6th. Pure Jazz featuring Mateo Mancuso. On May 8th, Grammy-nominated Jasmine Horn. On May 7th, Kingdom Night, Maverick City Music. Gospel powerhouse Tasha Cobbs Leonard. On May 9th, Beanie Man and Bounty Killer unite. Young Brother, Patrice Roberts, Ricky T, The Story. On May 10th, the world unite for World Beats. Nigeria's Ruga. Joe Duet Feely. Summer Walker. The ultimate celebration on May 11th. Ronald Boo Hinkson. John Legend's soulful voice. Dance under the stars to Earth, Wind and Fire's hits. Purchase tickets at stluciajazzandartsfestival.com.
Before you take your omega-3 supplement, check for the natural product number NPN on the label. This unique code shows that Jameson products have approved rigorous Health Canada testing for safety and effectiveness. Unlike some supplements that carry disclaimers like not approved by the FDA, Jameson omega-3 is the trusted choice, offering 1800 milligrams of EPA and DHA for heart health. Choose quality. Choose Jameson.
Anytime you see this body consistent, we go be the last man standing. From the time we shake up the band, watching people them start to jam, we'll be the last man standing. From the time we reach on the stage, we don't mash up everything. No. Everything go mash up, mash up, mash up, mash up, mash up. The whole party go mash up, mash up, mash up, mash up. Just call me Mr. Mash Up. Everything I get mash up. When I touch the stage, I make the people put their hands up. Yeah, you know we camera. That is how we.
At Adams Optical, we care for your vision with everything from stylish frames, contact lenses, and sunglasses, starting at just $595 to advanced eye care services. We also diagnose and manage conditions like glaucoma and cataracts with our in-house ophthalmologist. Additional services include OCT, VFT, and cataract surgeries. Visit us at San Fernando, Chaguanas, or Rio Claro.
Lent is here, and the castle is making fasting easy and tasty. With a fresh catch, seasoned local style, and cooked to golden perfection. Try the fish meal, the fish combo, the fish sandwich combo. Want more fish? Well, the Royal Fish Meal is for you. Or maybe you just want our famous fish sandwich. The delicious Lenten specials are hot and waiting for you at your nearest royal castle.
Hey, all you let we go Vincy Mars this year. I don't hear everybody talking about the vibes, the all-inclusive parties, the juve, the street parade, and the competitions in pan, mass, and calypso. And don't talk about soca monarch. It's real bad. And to top it off, Vincy Mars is easy on the pocket, but it's classy and very safe. So all you let we go Vincy Mars this year is June 27th to July 8th, and we in that.
book your tickets and accommodations early. For more information, email info@vincimas.vc or find them on IG at Vinci_Mass, on Facebook at VinciMass, or log on to www.vincimas.vc. Let we go VinciMass 2025!
Forget about bucket lists. We want to know what's on your best life list. Vacation, education, renovation, celebration. Live your best life with Island Finance. Visit a branch near you or islandfinancetrinidad.com and live your best life now.
You can depend on Island Finance.
Subject to credit approval and documents verification.
All right, so we're back on Breaking Dawn this morning, but it's about 27 minutes past the hour of 6 o'clock. And PNM promises land and plans for houses. All right, we want to get back to that. So here we go. Prime Minister Stuart Young touched down at the Point Fortin Secondary School on April 8th, armed with a bag full of commitments ranging from 3,000 houses for first-time owners, opportunities for youth development, youth employment, and a request for a mandate to deliver on those promises after April 28th. Young arrived at a rousing welcome, greeted by fist bumps, hugs, high fives, waves, selfies, and smiles from all genders, races, and ages of the PNM. And in an hour-long speech, he explored the possibilities of resuscitating the Dragon and Mannequin Coquina cross-border gas fields with Venezuela, reforming the education system to better meet the needs of a modern world, and housing initiatives that could see young people becoming first-time homeowners. He also assured senior citizens their pensions were safe. It's amazing here that he's exploring the possibilities of resuscitating the Dragon gas deal. And, he's doing so just a day after the license was revoked. And I don't know if he's talking about next, must be 4 years down the road. Because obviously, Trump ain't gonna make a 180 turn on that. Right? So, they're very clear that you're not to do business with Venezuela. So I don't know why you're looking to push for this Dragon gas deal still, because that would mean you would have to go to the US and try to convince them to give you back that license. And they could look at that several different ways, but nevertheless. David Lee, give me the David Lee headline. David Lee, shadow spokesman on energy and former Pointe-a-Pierre MP, wants to know how much the government has already spent on the Dragon gas deal and whether it now owes any penalties to the Venezuelan government after the US government put brakes on the deal. Lee held a briefing with shadow spokesman on finance and former Oropouche West MP Dave Tanku at the UNC headquarters in Chaguanas on April 9th. And this came the day after Prime Minister Stuart Young held a briefing to announce that the US government had withdrawn special licenses issued by the US Treasury Office of Foreign Assets Control, OFAC, that would have allowed TT to monetize gas from the Dragon field and the Coquina part of the Mannequin Coquina cross-border field, which both lie in Venezuelan waters. Anyway, so Lee is asking, well, how much did this cost Trinidad and Tobago? Because it would have cost us in US dollars, not TT. All right? So I want to go to the phone lines, take some calls. We're 6:30. We have about 7 minutes that we could take some calls before we take our next break. We do have Dr. Watson on. That's the only interview we have this morning, is Dr. Watson. And she's going to talk about shingles this morning. So look out for that. In the meantime, I want to get to the phone lines here, take a few calls very quickly, and get things cracking. All right, so here we go. Hello, good morning. Yeah, morning, go ahead.
Yes, sir, good morning.
Yeah, go ahead.
To know why, because I listened to a radio program yesterday, and they asking the callers who they voting for and why. A man say he voting for the PNM because he born under the PNM, and he can't see no other party but the PNM. So when I asked him about betterment, and he said he want to hear about that. The man say he want to hear about that. All he know is he know only PNM and PNM and PNM. I said, Lord, I went into politics because I never know we had people in Trinidad who not so smart, boy.
No, but I mean, you see, that's the ignorance that some people, and those are the people that set the country back, eh? That's the stupidity that people approach casting a vote with. Well, I'm born under this one and I'm born under that one. And I had to take, man, give me a break with that, eh? Hello, good morning.
Hey, morning, Stefan. How you going?
Hi there, cool man. Talk to us.
Your mind this morning he asking about failure, about the question about failure. Just take a look at the PNM and that is the day, right? Have a nice day, partner.
All right, no problem. Yeah, man. You understand? This kind of thing, I'm born at this and I'm born at that. Look, time done pass for that, you know. Hello, good morning. Morning.
Morning, Stefan. They go Central here.
Yeah, man. What's going on? They go Central. Go ahead, talk to us.
Well, why Short Young feel that he must feel that he had a promise? Any promises on the PNM? No. It's 10 years overdue.
Mm-hmm.
You understand? It totally wasted. What you're promising for? You had 9.5 years to do all what you're promising, and you did nothing for the people but put me under pressure and suffer people in this country. You understand? I had to be watching young people on the road. I watched a young man the other day on the road cleaning windscreen. He don't even have a pair of slippers on the foot, not even a shoe on the boy foot. And I'm not saying it's the government fault, but because of lack of opportunity for the youths in this country, this is why the country is the way it is. And it's under their watch. And all of a sudden, you know what's going on. Come now, man. Miss me with that, boy. Have a good one, Stefan.
All right, no problem. Yep. I mean, all of a sudden, it's like they wake up after 10 years. They wake up after 10 years and decide, well, hey, all these things was going on. All these things need to fix. Morning. Morning.
Morning, Stefan. Stefan, the dragon deal and thing, everything that there. He just throwing out that. Everything there. I don't know, joking man, dealing Donald Trump. You see this shut up he make yesterday? That is a mafia man. How to do business. He put China under pressure. China has to come to him. And I'm going to tell you something. We have the sour seat already in the bag. You know, it's a sour man. And you know, it's a sour man. And you will be coming down, pass through Marshall, you will see my polling station there. Yes, and the school there. And you will pass through the White House.
All right, no problem,
Have a nice day, Stefan.
Yeah, man. Yeah, it's a whole Bantaria sour, man. I born. Well, I say I grew up in Bantaria sour. You understand? Morning.
Morning, Stefan. How you going?
What's going on, Akpo? Talk to us, man.
Stefan, people just feel that you don't need experience to become like a prime minister or a president or some kind of thing. And you see what is happening in Trinidad here? Definitely shows you how much experience plays when you're holding positions like becoming a prime minister and thing. What people that are honest and that every country in the world have something to sell. That is what the world global economics is about. You sell to me, I trade to you, and that's how it is work. But you know, as a person who holds leadership in a country, have to know who you're buying from and who you're trading from. And you see what happened with Venezuela? It definitely shows who to buy from and who not to trade from. And look what we feel in the brunt of what is taking place now. And people in this country had to start to wake up and understand is corned beef, Stuart Young and the PNM giving all year, not Wagyu steak. For years, they promised all year a nice T-bone Wagyu. But it's corned beef all they're getting for years now. Wake up and understand that it's Libby's, red, PNM, Libby's corned beef. Have a good morning, Stefan. Take care, man.
But back for, let's see the price of corned beef now. Where is Mr. Corned Beef? Eh? How much are now corned beef now, Director? About over $20? Jesus. I see corned beef over $20. Why? Corned beef used to be $6.99, $7. Morning.
Stefan, morning, Ricky.
Yeah, Ricky, talk to us, man.
was saying, I watching some of the interviews with the young people, right? Like the interviewing the young people, right? But you realize that the young people in this time and age don't even know what the NP or what the PNM had done for them, right? They're
No, they don't know.
confused. They're confused to know. They're confused because they don't know what the UNC government give them or the PNM government give them. You understand? They're confused. And I think that's the main thing right now with getting the youths to understand what really happened here. And nobody's like in telling them that they get the mind, they confuse them with all of these things that are going on here right now. You understand? Later.
All right, cool. Yeah, I mean, when you're young, I guess you don't really pay attention to politics unless you're in it, right? But really and truly, the vast majority of young people coming out of school and that kind of thing, you ain't paying attention to politics until around maybe in your mid-30s. You just start to kind of grasp it and kind of pay attention to it now. But otherwise than that, you know, but that's a little bit too little too late, you know what I mean? I learned that because I didn't used to pay attention to politics. I was all balancing myself, but as I started to pay attention, I realized what's going on. Hello, good morning.
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 Yes, morning. So the day the government could fix the roads and give me water 24-hour and reduce the crime situation and fix what is in the hospital, I will vote for them. It's not about red and yellow. And I think people need to get up and ask themselves and demand. They need to start demanding that I want this, because when my car broke down on the road, nobody's going to help me. I'm paying for gas and the road is not in a good condition. So everybody in TNT, they need to look at the roads and the water, those two things, and then make a decision to vote.
And crime.
Demand what you want.
And crime. You mentioned crime as well. Yep. All right, so I might have to go to a break here. I'll take one more. I'll squeeze one more before I go to that break, eh? I'll squeeze in one more before I go to the break. One more real quick. All right? 22 minutes away from the hour, 7 o'clock. Hello, good morning.
Morning, Stefan.
Yeah, man, go ahead.
Yes, Stefan. I think it's time that it's time to talk about red and yellow. Red and yellow is two colors we fight in the long time. Everybody know red is the color that destroys Trinidad and Tobago. And we have to, I keep telling you, put that behind the back. The thing that having Trinidad and Tobago where it is there, it's not Raleigh, it's not Young, it's the voters and it's the people, as the caller have been saying so long before, I have been saying it too, it's the people. You can be looking at what's going on and just jumping up and telling yourself, well, this is it. No. It's the people that have a country. So today, Lord is the only man, the Lord is the only man to put a hand and help those people and say, look, man, enough is enough. Have a nice day, Stefan.
All right, no problem. All right, so as we prepare to go to the break, just before I tell you about St. Lucia Art and Jazz Festival, because we're coming back to the phone line. Yeah, listen, I think that the electorate maturing, I'm telling you, I think there's a certain level of maturity that I'm seeing. There is also a certain level of lack of information amongst younger voters. But I think the vast majority of people that will go out to the polls, I think they know what they have to assess. If you have been alive, like awake, like your two eyes open, your ear, all your senses good to go, you are supposed to be able to make a comparison between the last 10 years and 5 years prior to that. And in that comparison, you could make a decision very easily. Like very easily. Right? No other administration has had more than 5 years in government than the PNM. They're the only government that's had successive years, back-to-back terms. You understand? So to come after 10 years, and now, all of a sudden, you want to promise land, plans for houses, roads, water, lights, to be pre-installed and all these things. Well, then what was going on? Was Keith Rowley the problem? But then they tell me that Keith Rowley was an absolute failure and a dunce, because apparently he didn't know how to do all of these things that have been promised now after 10 years. Somebody like the wave a magic wand and people wake up. I don't know. I just say that's how it appears. You understand what I'm saying? So, I mean, people aren't going to be fooled by that. So, you got to come better than that, I'm telling you. Otherwise, you know. I mean, I don't know. And now they have this thing where, you know, the UNC had this thing on the ground, yellow is the code. I'm seeing like PNM pushing, all of a sudden they come up with red is the word. Come on, man. That's failure. It's like everything, you know, it's like they're trying to copy everything that's been done, or they're trying to, you know, counteract. When after 10 years, you are supposed to have achieved a certain level of progress. Yes, you will get things wrong, and yes, not everything will go right for you, but you're supposed to have some level of progress that you could come to the population and say, hey, this is what we do. Not what you're going to do, you know, but this is what we do. And then they have to judge you on whether or not that was, you know, actually could be, you know, what you did actually benefited all of Trinidad and Tobago. And the Prime Minister mentioned somebody, NIF fund down in Harris Promenade. I'll explain something with that after. But we'll take the break, all right? Just as we go to the break, people, you can improve your wellness. Jameson, give me Jameson, and then I'll give them St. Lucia. All right? Give me Jameson. So improve your wellness with 1,800 milligrams of omega-3 to support your heart and brain function each day. Here for your health with Jameson Omega-3 Complete. You could find it you could find it today at your local pharmacies and redeem your Jameson's coupons before April ends at all leading pharmacies on Jameson products nationwide. All right, so make sure and go get your coupons redeemed and pick up that Omega-3 Complete. And with that, we take a break. When we come back from the break, we'll get back to the phone line, 17 minutes away from the hour of 7 o'clock.
The following is a paid political advertisement.
Businesses win with lower taxes. Families win with no property taxes. You will win with dialysis clinics. Families will win when we give them legal firearms to defend their home. And the senior citizens will win of having doctors visit senior citizens in their homes. Our children will win with laptops, textbooks, expanded gate, and scholarships.
When UNC wins, everybody wins.
That was a paid political advertisement.
It's time to secure what matters most. Your family, your home, your peace of mind. Secure them all with Armor Security. Advanced protection starts from just $4 per day. Armor Security, powered by Flow, partnered with All Pro, inspired by you. Visit us in-store or online at discoverflow.co to learn more.
Are you stressed and worried by problems? Then meet Priest Santosh Ji. Priest is specialized in palm, face, photo, date of birth reading, and gives solutions to problems in marriage, relationship, love, business, job, health, and removes all black magic, negativity, bad luck permanently, and gives good luck and lifelong protection. Then call Priest Santosh Ji, 384-3844. That's 384-3844.
Ringtalk Financing is offering you 5% on a fixed deposit for 5 years and over with upfront interest. Contact our central office at 238-6716 or our San Fernando office at 242-9944. You don't want to miss this great opportunity. Invest today and watch your investment work for you.
The St. Lucia Jazz and Arts Festival 2025 on May 6th. Pure Jazz featuring Mateo Mancuso. On May 8th, Grammy-nominated Jasmine Horn.
I remember you.
On May 7th, Kingdom Night, Maverick City Music. Gospel powerhouse Tasha Cobbs Leonard. On May 9th, Beanie Man and Bounty Killer unite. Young Brother, Patrice Roberts, Ricky T, The Story. On May 10th, the world unite for World Beats. Nigeria's Ruga.
She said she know me got a girlfriend. And
Joe Duet Feeling. Summer Walker. The ultimate celebration on May 11th. Ronald Boo Hinkson. John Legend's soulful voice. Dance under the stars to Earth, Wind and Fire's hits. Purchase tickets at stluciajazzandartsfestival.com.
Coloring your hair is now easy with Bigen Easy Color for Men. Bigen's advanced cream formula prevents stains and drips, and it gets rid of the gray in 10 minutes. Bigen Easy Color for Men for a natural color at no gray.
Whether we are on the road or in a fence, we sure to mash it up. Cause we bring the energy, that's who we mean. We party till we jump. Hey, Larry. Yeah, man, go on. You ready for this one? I'm ready. Okay, let's go. I see people, plenty people. I see people, VIP people. The biggest 5K in TNT takes place Sunday, May 25th at QRC. Start time 6 a.m. Run, step on, run. Breakfast inclusive. The highest payout of prize money for a 5K with a first prize of $5,000 and cash prizes up to 10th place. Lots of giveaway and medals for all participants. Registration is $200. Get registered now online at trinbagoevents.com. Call 345-3380 and 482-5531 or visit Stefan Reese Production on Facebook for more info. Part proceeds goes to the Autistic Society of TNT and the Coover Children's Crisis Center.
Consult Vedic astrologer Tulasi Prasad, who offers profound insights into an individual's life path and astrology journey in Trinidad and Tobago. Master can guide you with astrology and horoscope readings, love spell casting, family disputes, marriage problems, health problems, job and business problems. Master also is experienced in effective black magic removal remedies, negative energy removal remedies, reuniting loved ones, and many more. To get Master's guidance, call us now.
At +1 868 398 7547, located in Trinidad and Tobago.
Air conditioning problems? Then look no further. A&K Air Conditioning Supplies offers you an easy solution for all your automotive, commercial, and domestic air conditioning needs. With 2 convenient locations to serve you, A&K Air Conditioning Supplies offers you an extensive range of parts and services, including pressure test kits, refrigerator parts, front and rear evaporators for maxi taxis. They also cater for both foreign and local automobile models like Kia, Hyundai, Honda, Nissan, and more. So pay them a visit today at either of their 2 locations. Number 36 Alfonso Street, Sangre Grande. Phone 784-2707 or 386-5700. And number 133 Corner Roland Street and Bonaventure Main Road, Gasparillo. Phone 312-2245 or 782-9720.
The best buys and best savings just got even better at JTA Supermarkets. Eve Premium Chunk Tune and Vegetable Oil and Water, 4.9 ounces, 3 for $19.99. Fruit Juice Drink, 1 liter, 2 for $19.99. Eve Sweetened Condensed Filled Milk, 385 grams, 3 for $24.99. Brunswick Mackerel, 425 grams, 2 for $19.99. Swiss Tomato Ketchup Spouch, 750 ml, 2 for $19.99. Brunswick Sardines and Soya Oil, 106 grams, 2 for $19.99. Swiss Macaroni, 400 grams, 3 for $19.99. Cara Coconut Milk Powder, 50 grams, 4 for $19.99. Flavorite Ice Cream, 3.2 liters, 2 for $99.99. Carlton's Choice Bathroom Tissue 12-pack, $19.99. Plus many more items, specials valid until April 6, 2025. JTA Supermarkets, where your total bill always costs less.
At Adams Optical, we care for your vision with everything from stylish frames, contact lenses, and sunglasses, starting at just $595, to advanced eye care services. We also diagnose and manage conditions like glaucoma and cataracts with our in-house ophthalmologist. Additional services include OCT, VFT, and cataract surgeries. Visit us at San Fernando, Chaguanas, or Rio Claro.
Healthy hair starts with Shamir. Restore starved, damaged, dropping hair with Shamir herbal hair products. Formulated scientifically with aloe, ratchet, and panthenol for growth and nourishment. Shamir.
Yeah, so we're back on Breaking Dawn, but just about 9 minutes away from the hour of 7 o'clock. Just talking about promises and things that are being promised. You know, Dong and Harris Promenade, I didn't really get a chance to talk about this. The Prime Minister stood on the platform and talked about, he asked the crowd, he said, how many of you all heard about the NIF? How many of you all have invested in the NIF, the National Investment Fund? And he spoke about the fund and that it's going to pay billions down the road for generations to come, and that's for the young people to benefit from, and so on and so forth. But there's a problem. On Wednesday, the 2nd of April, this was the headline. The NIF records $800 million loss for 2024. Now, I'll just read you a little part of the headline here, the first two paragraphs. If you could go to the next picture. After recording a $2 billion loss in 2023, so they lose $2 billion in 2023, the National Investment Fund Holdings Company Limited has recorded a loss of $814.5 million for the financial year ending December 31st, 2024. And this comes after the company recorded an increase in net income from $84.1 million in 2023 to $145.1 million in 2024. Just leave that on the screen, right? Because I don't want people to get confused here, because one way they're seeing an increase and the other way they're seeing a loss, right? So let me just see how I could explain this in basic terms. So being profitable, right, in terms of revenues and recording losses due to devaluation of investments is not uncommon among investment companies. So we could appreciate, I guess, that the profit and loss statements is different to the balance sheet items. But the loss is due to the drop in market value of the investments, and that is, those investments, of course, traded on the market, right? So the drop in share prices is, the drop in share prices is more than the profits from normal operations. So therefore, the bottom line, in simple terms, is that the equity of the company declined, and that should be of concern. So under those circumstances, you have to ask the question that you must ask is, do they or will they have the reserves to pay dividends down the road? You can come back to me now. But even in that NIF conversation that you know, he mentioned down in Harris Promenade, that's not even the point, the profitability of NIF. The point is that the people that you're talking to, they don't want no money invested in NIF. In order for you to reap the benefits of billions of dollars that you claim payout down the road, people have to have money to invest in the NIF. You understand what I'm saying? And that, let me tell you the companies involved in that. The portfolio, it was established in 2018 to monetize certain CLICO assets, as well as a wholly owned state enterprise. Now, its portfolio is valued at $7.9 billion, and it comprises of Angostura Holdings Limited, One Caribbean Media Limited, Republic Financial Holdings Limited, West Indian Tobacco Company Limited, and Trinidad Generation Unlimited, otherwise known as TGU. So in terms of the losses that they suffered there, and this is just word to the wise, because having taken a little peep at the financial statements, you need to look into Republic Financial Holdings Limited and TGU, the Trinidad Generation Unlimited, because those were the two companies that were written down. TGU, I think, by almost $2 billion, and Republic Financial Holdings by about $700-something million, right? So those were the two companies that kind of causing the NIF right now. All right? But the point is this. URP workers and CPEP workers and the average person out here working for minimum wage, right? Even the lower to middle class income earner, the people that working for $7 and $8 and $9 and $10,000 a month, by the time you make your car payment, you pay your internet bill, you pay your lights, your water, you send your children to school, you put gas in your vehicle, you go to the grocery, all of these little things. They don't have no money to invest in no NIF fund. The NIF fund and the people that will benefit from that is people in the upper middle class to the elite and big corporations who have money to put into it. and invest because they are the ones that play the market. No average man out here and play no market. This is not like, the NIF is not something that you could walk up to a window and say, hey, let me get Angostura Holdings for 20 now. It's not play away. It don't work like that. Right? So to even mention the NIF fund to me is a waste of time. Because the vast majority of people in Trinidad and Tobago, the average income earners, the grassroots people, they don't have the money to invest in that. If your cost of living is here and your income earning is here, where you getting the money? You don't even have money to save. You don't even have a savings. So how are you getting money to invest? And he himself admitted that the cost of living is here and your salary is here when he said that you're getting $200 groceries for $500 now. When he said he went to the grocery or whatever the case might be. So this is the problem. There is a gap between revenue and expenses in a lot of homes. So talking about the National Investment Fund, it makes no sense to that audience. Let me take the calls. We have about 5 minutes to take some calls here, and then I'll go to the break. We'll take our 5 minutes, our calls, Director. All right? I'm going to take this one. Yeah, morning.
Morning.
Yeah, man.
Know, you were saying this morning that young people have no sense of direction as to how to vote and what to do.
Well,
but we need to remind them.
Kind of. Yeah. Not all, but there are a few.
Yeah. We need to remind them simply. Mm-hmm. This present government, when you go for a job, they ask you, what's your experience?
Right.
So everything is based on performance. Mm-hmm. So what was the performance of this government as it relates to young people in the last 10 years? Mm-hmm. They removed all the laptop. They didn't finish all the primary schools. The secondary schools is in total chaos. We're calling for police in schools now instead of sporting programs and religious programs and I'm to help boost children and boost their morale. They narrow down YTEP and NESC, which will help them become entrepreneurs to open businesses and all over the place. What is happening all over the place now is a reflection of what is in society. You have police in the public domain that crime is out of hand. You bring police in school to do what? There'll be a total failure too. So when we look at things from that perspective, there is no future. The government come and give out lands to people who are not farmers, give them a starter money and all kind of thing, no equipment, nothing to work with. They produce a tomato yet. So we have nothing. So young people have to understand the direction we have to go is to put people in there who understands how to create a future. Today we talk about tariffs internationally. Tariffs drop to 10%, which means prices of things will become cheaper. When it becomes cheaper here now, we will be able now to become entrepreneurs and do things. So whereas they're talking about go back to farming and people selling tulum and sugar cake, that they're making no billions and the 1% now, actually holding all the business in place now and having their children moving on and moving up the road, and we continue that enlargement of the 1%, while the other people now are there in poverty and crime.
Yeah.
So what do we need to look at? What again do we have to look at? No matter what this government promised, and then all the money that we were back squeezing from these things is a non-disclosure business account. How much money spent there?
Okay.
By the billion.
All right.
So Sandals come in, the first instant was to spend endless money behind stuff. We spending money. Today change. So things happen different. And we need now to replace this non-performing government. Have a good day.
All right, no problem. Director, give me the Dan Paul headline now. The Dan Paul headline. Hello, good morning. Yeah, go ahead, morning. Go ahead.
Morning, sir. Morning. Man, here,
yeah, talk to us.
No, you don't understand politics that game. I always say that, right? They just come and they just promise you this, they just promise you that. Now, how I see they giving out wheelchairs and thing, right? Me saying what party it is, they giving out wheelchairs. You are telling me that the representative do not know who's suffering in the area. They're not passing through the area. Look right now, they're fixing the road and patching the hole. Do you know where they're patching, Stefan? They're patching the holes that Wassa dig up, and it have water in the hole. What sense it make? It come like you're dancing top in mud because if you go past it 2-3 times, it come out back. Over 9 or 10 years now, I went to a representative in my area, and he tell me to come back on a certain day And up till now, I never get back in touch with him. He never called me. So these are promises in an election, and by the end of the day, crowd do not win election. It could be UNC, it could be PNM. Crowd do not win election. So who can get now? Take. And who can get? Well, nevertheless. But anyway, they could go up and say, no, saltfish expensive. Saltfish in a sky high and go shoot. So them know that before. But Stefan, take what you can get. And if you can't get, well, then do it out. Take care, Stefan.
Yeah, but no problem. Let me just mention this very quickly. Finance Minister Vishnu Danpal has condemned the opposition UNC's campaign promise of to offer public servants a 10% salary increase if they are elected to lead the country on April 28. He said the increase would cost taxpayers billions of dollars and lead to long-term economic destabilization. He said, quote, they are promising public servants short-term gain for extremely long-term pain. He said while speaking at the TTMA's leadership discussion and networking event at the Hyatt Regency on April 9th, he said the current government has been engaging in strategic initiatives to keep building economic resilience and enhance productivity. Danpal, where's the highest GDP growth this government has had? That's what I want to know. You said they have 10 years, and after 10 years of trying to do what you just described there, where are we right now? Hello, good morning.
It's either somebody convince you to vote for, no, not you, but in general, I hear people saying, who's stupid to vote for this one? It have a Dunty on that one, it had this one, who's a sycophant and them kind of thing.
That talk does go back and forth on both sides, but go ahead.
Yeah, that was say it like that.
Yeah.
So at the end of the day, we have a democracy here to protect. And part of the protection of that is to respect that if somebody is convinced, let me say the East-West corridor convinced so much that they want to vote a particular direction. Because I see Julian John had to leave the Hocketa and go in a safe seat. If people convinced that I want to go in this direction, that is their conviction.
Right.
So at our country, moving forward is not calling this one name and who's stupid. I fed up with this one, I fed up with that one. Everybody have a tolerance level. People...
Go ahead. Finish what you have to say.
Right. People will be tolerating things for whatever reason in their mind. And in democracy, we say, listen, who you feel to vote for, you win. At the end of the day, we count up and see who get the most votes. And we agree that going and be the person. And, and that is how it does go.
All right, cool, man. Thanks a lot. I'll respond off. Yeah. All right, let me tell you something. I learned very early in this program, working with Mr. X and Pinocchio, the two Dotish men. You see all that crosstalk about who done and who this and who that, that'll get you nowhere. And I learned very quickly, you cannot convince somebody with a bias to vote the other way. You're just wasting your time and your energy. Is hello, hi? All right, my brother, yeah, no problem, yeah, man, and move on. No malice, no hate, no nothing. You just can't convince that person, so it don't make no sense talking to them. So you don't waste time on people who mind you can't change or who not willing to have a conversation, right? Because there are conversations that you will have, and the ignorance of people, and it happens on both sides, is when you start to hit them facts, they don't come back with a conversation to debunk what you're saying, you know. It's either they curse you, they tell you all, your mother, wherever, or you're racist. It's the easiest way out. That's the two ways that they respond, with ignorance, in other words. So you already know it don't make no sense, so don't waste your time and your energy, Trent. All right? So Danpal, just coming back here before we go to the break, because we had to go to the break, we're coming back to the phone line after the break. Just the other day, Kevin Ramnarine was here. Kevin Ramnarine was on a platform, he was here, he came and he explained it. You are saying that the current government has been engaging in strategic initiatives to keep building economic resilience and enhance productivity. So, Danpal, could you explain that why? I want you to respond to Kevin Ramnarine, and Kevin Ramnarine taking the data from the IMF data. I want you to respond to that. Since this current government has been engaging in strategic initiatives to keep building economic resilience and enhance productivity. I want you to tell us why we are the 7th worst economy in the world. That's what I want you to tell us. I want you to respond to Kevin Ramnarine. I want you to go and look at the data. Because apparently, like, all they're pretending, all they didn't look at the data, all they don't know nothing about it. Go and look at the data and please come and tell us. And tell us what is the highest GDP growth in 10 years since they've been engaging in strategic initiatives. The only initiatives that this government has done is tax the living daylights out of people under the former finance minister who believe that you could tax a nation into prosperity. And if you know anything about finance and economics, you know that that is not possible. It cannot work, it does not work, it never worked. So in other words, Mr. Ratna, we'll take a break.
The following is a paid political advertisement.
When UNC wins, your mental health wins as well. There has been a proliferation of noise pollution emanating from homes and fetes and bars and clubs intolerable to the persons living nearby. The UNC will amend the noise pollution laws to protect your mental health in these noisy residential neighborhoods and businesses. The system of granting bar license, party license will be changed by the UNC.
When UNC wins, everybody wins.
That was a paid political advertisement.
The best buys and best savings just got even better at JTA Supermarkets. Eve Premium Chunk Tune and Vegetable Oil and Water, 4.9 ounces, 3 for $19.99. Fruit or juice drink, 1 liter, 2 for $19.99. Eve Sweetened Condensed Filled Milk, 385 grams, 3 for $24.99. Brunswick Mackerel, 425 grams, 2 for $19.99. Swiss Tomato Ketchup Spouch, 750 ml, 2 for $19.99. Brunswick Sardines and Soya Oil, 106 grams, 2 for $19.99. Swiss Macaroni, 400 grams, 3 for $19.99. Cara Coconut Milk Powder, 50 grams, 4 for $19.99. Flavorite Ice Cream, 3.2 liters, 2 for $99.99. Carlton's Choice Bathroom Tissue 12-pack, $19.99. Plus many more items, specials valid until April 6, 2025. JTA Supermarkets, where your total bill always costs less.
Cars, sports, careers, food. We men always talk about these things, but not about our health. Did you know that testosterone is responsible for muscle mass, strength, deep voice, healthy hair growth, and the sex drive? With low testosterone, we may not achieve our potential. The good news is that Jameson Power for Men is an excellent testosterone support. Take Jameson Power for Men and perform to your max. Jameson, here for your health.
Real Talk Financing is offering you 5% on a fixed deposit for 5 years and over with upfront interest. Contact our central office at 238-6716 or our San Fernando office at 242-9944. You don't want to miss this great opportunity. Invest today and watch your investment work for you.
The biggest 5K in TNT takes place Sunday, May 25th at QRC. Start time 6 a.m. Run, step on, run. Breakfast inclusive. The highest payout of prize money for a 5K with a first prize of $5,000 and cash prizes up to 10th place. Lots of giveaway and medals for all participants. Registration is $200. Get registered now online at trinbagoevents.com. Call 345-3380 and 482-5531 or visit Stefan Reese Production on Facebook for more info. Part proceeds goes to the Autistic Society of TNT and the Coover Children's Crisis Center.
Adventure lives here, where nature inspires every step.
Set sail and explore the wonders of our islands.
Feel the rhythm of our festivals.
Joyful, vibrant, and unforgettable.
Whether you seek adventure
or tranquility, St. Vincent and the Grenadines has it all.
It's time to secure what matters most. Your family, your home, your peace of mind. Secure them all with Armor Security. Advanced protection starts from just $4 per day. Armor Security, powered by Flow, partnered with All Pro, inspired by you. Visit us in-store or online at discoverflow.co to learn more.
At Adams Optical, we care for your vision with everything from stylish frames, contact lenses, and sunglasses, starting at just $595, to advanced eye care services. We also diagnose and manage conditions like glaucoma and cataracts with our in-house ophthalmologist. Additional services include OCT, VFT, and cataract surgeries. Visit us at San Fernando, Chaguanas, or Rio Claro.
Why just manage disease when you can reverse it? At Setwaya's Holistic Health Clinic, we don't just mask symptoms, we focus on reversing illness naturally. Imagine freedom from medications and the cycle of dependence. Our approach dives deep into uncovering root causes without herbs, tonics, or medications. From diabetes and heart disease to mental health, obesity, and more, our personalized care is transforming lives. Ready to begin? Book your consultation today, either in our San Fernando office or online. Call or WhatsApp 279-3935 or 761-1952. Your health journey starts now at Setwayo's Holistic Health Clinic, where transformation is within reach.
Forget about bucket lists. We want to know what's on your best life list. Vacation, education, renovation, celebration. Live your best life with Island Finance. Visit a branch near you or islandfinancetrinidad.com and live your best life now.
You can depend on Island Finance. Subject to credit approval and documents verification.
Madam Baden, your boy young brother urging everybody to represent Presentation College 3-car raffle happening right now. You need to run out and come out. Support the thing. Young brother say that. What are you doing?
Presentation College San Fernando's 3-car raffle. The draw takes place at the school on Easter Monday, April 21st. But the deadline for ticket purchase is Wednesday, 16th April.
What a blessing!
Tickets are only $100, and with each chance, you get a shot at cruising in luxury. 3 brand new MG motor cars, courtesy Massey Motors, up for grabs. Get your tickets now at islandetickets.com. Ticket outlets include teachers, pupils, parents, alumni members. Also, JTA Supermarkets nationwide, Christina Shoes nationwide, Bellini Drugs, Ateliers by the Park, 519C3 Mall, Sion's Royal Road, Ramsing Sports Cuba and Chaguanas, Sona Jewelers, Chaguanas and Pinal, all Extra Foods, all Cost Cutter Supermarkets, all Police Credit Union branches, In Accessorima and Port of Spain, Disco Mart Tunapuna, Jumbo Foods Barataria, all Kenny Sports Stores, Crosby St. James, Simon's Musical, Board Street, Sinanan Drugs, Sangre Grande, WAC Radio, Mart's Liquor Palace, Ego Martin Main Road,
Southern Food Basket, Coffee Street.
The deadline for ticket purchase is Wednesday, 16th April.
For more info, call 752-9758 or 652-2311.
All funds in aid of school upgrade. Presentation College San Fernando's brand new 3-car raffle.
Introducing Open Minds primary school lessons 100% online. Get quality education from the comfort of your home. Affordable, expert-led online tuition to help your child succeed. Register today. Call or WhatsApp 388-6635 or visit www.openminds.education.
Attention everyone. The Office of the Prime Minister Communications has launched a brand new WhatsApp channel designed to keep you informed and connected like never before. Get real-time updates, breaking news, and important information directly from the source. With our WhatsApp channel, you'll always know what's happening when it's happening. Joining is easy. Use your phone camera, scan this QR code, tap follow, and that's it. You're in. Be sure to tap the notification bell to never miss an update. Stay informed, stay empowered. Join the conversation with the Office of the Prime Minister Communications WhatsApp channel today.
All right, so we're back on Breaking Dawn this morning, and right about now we're 16 minutes past the hour, 7 o'clock. We got Watson coming up in a little bit. Let me just tell you very quickly here about the St. Lucia Jazz and Arts Festival. This year's festival promises to be bigger and better than ever before, blending world-class jazz with the rich cultural heritage of St. Lucia. Expect a fusion of music, dance, and visual arts that will captivate your senses and leave you in awe. And the festival will be highlighting the vibrant art scene with exhibitions, performances, and cultural showcases throughout the island. This year, the arts component is truly unique, and we'll see an incredible collaboration between local and global talents, bringing St. Lucia's creative spirit to life in stunning new ways. And you could get your tickets now, and it's very easy to get your tickets. Just go to St. Lucia jazzandartsfestival.com. That's all you need to do. And you go up there and you'll get your tickets. Opening night is the 30th of April. Also, Eden Heights. Eden Heights, one of the most advanced state-of-the-art alternative clinics in the Caribbean, and they offer a dynamic combination of life-changing treatments, including prolozone therapy, live blood analysis, halotherapy, limb bagging, nutritional programs, oxygen baths, and more. They also offer consultation services, and they deal with diabetes, child counseling, high blood pressure, arthritis, knee, shoulder, back pain, and much more. So you can visit them today at any one of their 3 locations in Trin City, Chaguanas, or Tobago. You can also give them a call on 640-8985 or 613-7571. You can WhatsApp them on 493-9196 or email them at edenheightsdistributors@gmail.com and get started with Eden Heights today. All right, also, I want to remind you guys about Run Stefan Run. So Run Stefan Run is definitely on. We want people to go and get registered, please. Online registration is open. All right, we had to reschedule this to May 25th, but Sunday, May 25th, I want people to come out in their numbers. You want at least 800 people to come out in their numbers. All right, as we try to raise funds, part of the proceeds will go to the Autistic Society of Trinidad and Tobago and the Couva Children Crisis Center. So both of those charities, it's towards children this year. Please come out and support these kids. I'm telling you, it's going to be a terrific, terrific morning. You're going to get a complimentary breakfast. We have tons of prizes to be won. It is the biggest payout for a 5K in the country at $5,000. As far as I know some people up in the game. I don't know if they're at 5,000 yet, but 5,000, biggest payout all the way to 10th place, $500. And medals for all participants and lots of giveaways for the non-competitive participants, including 2 tickets to Curacao, courtesy Cal, and Gigi's Travel is sponsoring 2 tickets to Tobago as well. So we have all of that and much more for you on that morning. Please go to trinbagoevents.com, get registered now. You see the jersey that I have on? This is the black polo. All right, this is dry fit polo with the logo here. All right, and the first 200 people to register online, this is the jersey that you get in. All right, so it ain't no wrong neck thing. Right, this is our official thing. You could wear this anywhere. And it's real good material. It's going to last you. Trust me, this is going to last you. I know what I'm telling all you. So get online now. Get registered now. All right, if you have any problems registering online, you call 482-5531. That is 482-5531. And you can also, if you need information, call 345-3380. 345-3380. All right, 20 minutes past your 7 o'clock. We got 13 minutes before we get to the next break. Director, all this politics thing, here what to do. I want to take a little trip down memory lane, boy. A video was sent to me. I did not know that the 999, that 999 service that the police has, was introduced in 1954. Run 1954 for me. Or let me go down memory lane.
The police force of Trinidad and Tobago, like most modern forces in the Caribbean, in order to maintain its reputation for efficiency, is always striving to improve its services and facilities. One of its latest achievements is the highly successful 999 emergency call system, which operates through radio-controlled cars for fighting crime. These cars are in continuous contact with the control tower and are assigned to various districts throughout the colony. While the 999 system is basically an emergency one, The patrolman's duty is essentially to enforce law and order, be it petty disturbances, major crime issues, or traffic breaches. Young drivers often find themselves in embarrassing situations like this, and they cause much inconvenience on public thoroughfares. Although small in themselves, they are often the cause of serious congestion. But through constant patrolling, 999 officers do much to avoid such incidents by their timely intervention. The patrolman takes no direct action in these matters. He must be on the alert always for emergency calls, so only a brief investigation is made. The information he gathers is then relayed through the control tower, and the traffic department takes over. This peaceful-looking scene is quite often the beginning of a typical day for the 999 officer. Left to tend the chores of the household, this woman unknowingly is soon to be of invaluable help to the police and to the community. Absorbed in her business at the moment, she does not yet realize what is going on across the street. But it is not long before she becomes aware of the situation. Like all good citizens, she knows what ought to be done. By simply dialing 999 on the telephone, she makes immediate contact with an officer of the police control tower to whom she makes her report. The operation is so well organized that while one officer is receiving the report, another, through modern radio apparatus, contacts a car patrolling in that area, and the report is relayed for immediate investigation. It is not long before the car is on its way. So speedy is this action, the offender is often taken by surprise. As in this case, for 999 to be a success, full public cooperation is always essential. This man was apprehended before he could perform any wicked deeds. Yes, with 999 at work round the clock, the relentless battle against crime continues.
Director, that is 1954. We are 2025. And I think it gets worse. I don't think 999 has responded that fast again. I don't even think they take the call. When you call 999, the operator isn't even sure where they come in. Now you want to go to the police station. So we are 2025. Instead of them coming to you, you want to go to them now. But it was nice watching the video and see the long time car. If a nowadays vehicle hit one of them vehicles, or let's see that video, the nowadays vehicle full up, and nothing go after that car, You understand? It's PB, As we see police in short pants, we see dial phone, we see the same messaging, the public, and how important it is for the public to give information to the police for them to solve a crime. We saw a lot of things inside of there. We saw where technology was, where it is today, and yet still, I think we're in a worse place today than we were back in 1954. Of course, back in 1954, there are less crime, less criminals, less cars on the road, things like that, right? The population size may have been smaller as well, right? But nevertheless, I do not think watching this video convinces me that we have not grown in terms of policing. Anyway, we have a lot of different technology, but we haven't grown in terms of being efficient or keeping, or improving on the efficiency of the TTPS. Hello, good morning. We'll take a few calls here before we take that break. We have about 8 minutes.
Yeah.
Yeah, morning, man. Go ahead.
I just want to tell you something.
Uh-huh.
You see, we wanted to know why Stuart Young called this early election, right?
Yeah.
Everybody asking that question. But no, and you know, the problem is why he called this early election, because Stuart Young knew that they was going to revoke that license. He knew that. And he wanted to get the election all the way before the Americans said they revoked the license, because he had until May.
Okay.
Right? But he get caught with the pants down and he called the election because, look at, you saw into the tomorrow, you call the election. You have to understand what's going on there. Right?
All right.
But I have more to say, but let somebody else talk. Thank
No
you.
problem. Yeah, man. All right, cool, man. Yeah. I mean, open forum, but I just thought that video was a perfect example of us going nowhere. Morning.
Morning, Mr. Stefan.
Yeah, man.
I like how the intruder who breaking your house
Oh, he
properly
jumped through the
dressed.
window.
Yeah, you look properly dressed, man. Perfect. Anyway, I sent you some reports.
Yeah.
Yeah, direct post address. Direct post address. I sent you some information. But we really don't have to find more natural gas or more oil, you know. We need the multinational corporations to pay us justly due what they owe us. There was a clock report stating that we was fleeced or wasn't paid properly to the tune of $18 billion coming out of LNG between 2010 and 2018. There was a master gas plan that the government sitting on that was created by Portman and Partners in the last administration. It was presented to us when the former PM had the one-day symposium on energy. Remember that in the Hyatt? That was presented to us. The last information put to us was by the Minister in the Ministry of Finance in 2022, say they're bringing legislation to do with something called transfer pricing. Right? Transfer pricing is the multinational corporations paying us their just due, what they owe us. Right? So we really do need to find more gas and more oil per se. But even if we do find it, we need transfer pricing to be dealt with, so we paid what is justly due to us. I sent you all the information already.
Yeah, no problem.
Right? So even if we find more resources, we're not getting our just due to the coffers of Trinidad and Tobago. But this government is sitting on the report, sitting on the legislation, and one more thing. Sorry, it slipped my mind. You got to take it easy.
Yeah. All right, we're going again. Morning.
Morning, Stefan.
Hey, what's going on, man? Talk to us.
You're most welcome for that video.
Yeah, man.
So, people calling about democracy along the East-West corridor.
Yes.
I find that interesting. If one look at the election map, you will see where democracy has failed us. Let me give you an example. When you can use taxpayers' money to threaten an entire section of the country with jobs, with lack of opportunity, and with promises, forcing them to vote for a particular party, how you can describe that as democracy? What part of that is democracy when people are being forced? Because if they don't, they will get no make work programs.
Right.
And the mantra is to themselves, how they console their kids. They say, well, you know, half a bread is better than none.
Better than none, yeah.
We've heard that. That's the type of foolishness that they instill among the people.
Yeah.
What is worse is that the taxpayers' money that they're spending is from the yellow portion of the map. So they're taking the money from the yellow portion of the map that they're collecting the taxes and they're collecting the royalties, and they promote themselves along the East-West corridor to remain and stay in power. So that can't be described as democracy.
Okay.
Another thing is today as the SCA going on, I recall where $800 million was set aside by a particular prime minister for school repair, renovation, and completion.
Yeah.
I don't know where that is at either.
Yeah. He said that in 2019, coming on to the end of 2019, that he had set aside $800 million for school renovations, and up to now we don't know where's the status of that.
So we can't really pray for the children doing the exams. We have to pray that the schools withstand the fact that the children are in them. Because I don't know what's taking place with all of this money.
All right.
And besides, I was led to believe that Mr. Griffith is the one who invented all this special response business and all of this thing. And I now see from that video where he probably may not have done that. Thank you.
All right, no problem. Yeah, this is 1954, you know what I mean? But like I said, you know, interesting times. I think that we have not progressed. And I want all to understand the theme this morning. This morning we played David Rudder at the start with the Madman Rant. And David Rudder talking about somebody promising this to you and somebody promising that, but somebody letting the cocaine pass and somebody letting this pass. And nothing has changed. It's gotten worse. I'll come in the second hour, I'll show you our next black and white video from 1954 with this 999 service and the police and how they used to respond and the whole, you know, the whole setup, the whole system. And look at where we are down the road. Right? Nice one. So when they're talking, I will come back to Dan Paul and them just now. Morning.
Morning, Stefan.
Yeah, man, go ahead.
I have a plan. I have a plan for the UNC when they come into power, because far they revoke the oil business, if we have a little problem there. Other resources in the country have a problem, but we have a serious resource. We have a kind of resources in this country. We could make real money with it. Real money, east, west, north, and south. All they have to do pass along, and them set of old men and young boys who had the pants underneath their. Then underneath the knee, $500. $500. And that we're going to bring back this country in a big, big way, because this is something killing this country too. In decency. Right. Have a nice day.
No problem. Yep. Cool. I'll take another one here. We'll just squeeze about two. Hello, good morning. Hello, morning.
Hello, pleasant good morning, Stefan.
Morning, man. Go ahead, talk to us.
I just asking some questions. Trinidad and Tobago is not under Commonwealth.
Yes.
Right. So seeing that we're under Commonwealth, that means United States automatically have to come in if we under the rest. Correct? Is right?
Yeah.
Right. So
more or less,
the next part of it, right. So the next part of this is we get a license for the drug and gas deal. We didn't get a whole license. We get a partial license, right?
Yeah.
2 years or 3 years or something, so right?
Yeah.
So you're going into a drug and gas deal. We had to put on pipeline. You had to do testing. You had to do terrain was called it, to make sure that everything running smooth in order for it to pump this oil, right? But they get a partial license. So anyway, take it, United States under Biden or whoever, it wasn't going to go through. That's what people don't understand. It wasn't supposed to go through. They was using this in order for them to get close to Venezuela. You understand? They wanted to use this to get close to Maduro. It wasn't going to go through, because no way in 2 or 3 years you could do proper testing. Because you had to study the leak of the pipe. You had to do pressure testing. You had to do terrain testing. You had to do all these other things in order for you to get these things operational and proper, running properly. So no way under Biden it was going to go through. They didn't get them a full license. They get them a partial
license, yeah. All right.
So you understand?
Yeah, man. Cool. Yeah, man. I'll take this final caller, because this caller is usually be short. Yeah, morning.
Stefan, morning. Two
Morning.
things. You can talk on any subject, right?
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, the two things. The first thing is when the UNC talked about paying the pariah divers, the PNM jumped out and said they're going to give them $1 million. I want the UNC to start talking about bringing out the Judith Jones report.
So that maybe they might respond and do that.
They might respond, yeah, they might respond to it. And the other observation I have is, you know, when they're having these rallies, you ever notice, I'm talking about PNM, you ever notice any Syrian jumping up with them, waving flag? You ever notice that?
No, not really.
I only seen one group of people jumping up. in both of them, but more in PNM because you're looking at who benefiting where. I don't see nobody else jumping up. And the ones who not jumping up are the ones who benefited the most.
Ah, boy, they're usually in the shadows.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. They're in the shadows. Yeah. Good. All right. Bye.
All right, good. All right, so I got a hold there. But let me just say this, right? Just on that note, I think they just keep getting outplayed. The UNC was balling, call election now, call election now. They call the election telling themselves that the UNC not organized. But they were organized because we know that they book out all the advertising spots all over the place to the point where that the PNM started to complain about it. And ask when they get money. But when they get all this money to be advertised and all, buy out all these spots. So they catch you with your part. You thought you catch them because you fall into the trap. And then they rope you in again because we know that the divers and that is going to be an issue on the platform. And the non-payment and the way that the people have been treated since that tragic incident. And they come and they mention it on the platform and you come out and ball, you want to pay $1 million and fall straight into the trap again. So the opposition keep baiting you and you keep taking the bait. It's chess, not checkers. All right? In terms of where they're going to get the money from, right? Or where money coming from, let me tell you something. Trinidad and Tobago might not be in the greatest financial state that it has been over the years. I think that this last 10 years here has, our foreign reserves. When Kamala Prasad Bissessar left in 2015, she left $11 billion in the Heritage and Stabilization Fund. It is this administration that went into that fund over the last 9.5 years. When they met it at less than where they left it. They left it with more money than when they met it. But they said they thief out all the money. The treasury empty. Right? And I think if people go back and they check those statistics, they will understand and be able to pick sense from nonsense, right? But my point is this, where are you going to get the money from? The opposition leader on the platform, the other night in Center Excellence, she mentioned $17 billion of mismanagement and bad spending. When you cut out mismanagement and bad spending, the money is there. You don't have to find it. You just have to cut it out. And those two videos that I played this morning, because I want all of you to understand that when I do things, I don't do it by guessing. David Rudder's Madman Rant is a perfect example of from that time to now, nothing has changed. But hundreds of billions, if not over $1 trillion of your taxpaying dollars has been spent to deal with all the things that he's talking about inside that song. And today, it's still relevant because nothing has changed. So we have spent trillions of dollars and nothing has improved. That's bad spending. Yeah? That is bad spending. The video that I play with the police from back in 1954 to now to show you that we have gone backwards. Go and check how much money we spend in national security from 1954 to now. And then ask yourself, but wait, what we do with our money, boy? How come we in a worse position today, clocking over 600 murders when the year come, under a state of emergency right now, for the last few months, murders still going on, man gunning down, guns still coming in the country, drugs still coming in the country, the borders, no kind of patrols, no security, nothing has improved. And we're in 2025 and not 1954. So when they want to talk about where the money coming from, and you can't get money to do this and you can't get money to do that, nonsense, BS, dismiss that old talk, because the money is there, and you don't need to find it, you don't need to look for it, you don't need to invent ways to wave a magic wand for it to drop out here. No. All you have to do is look at how Trinidad and Tobago spends their money and just start to make little adjustments here and there and take out the bad spending, the mismanagement and the corruption and all that money right there. Simple mathematics. This is long division. When we come back, Dr. Watson will be with us. Stay tuned.
following is a paid political advertisement.
When UNC wins, retirees win, because we will work together to decrease taxes on your retirement benefits and private pensions. When UNC wins, retirees win. They worked hard their whole life and pay tax their whole life, and when you retire, you're still paying tax. We will work to reduce that tax on your pensions and your retirement benefits.
When UNC wins, everybody wins.
That was a paid political advertisement.
It's time to secure what matters most. Your family, your home, your peace of mind. Secure them all with Armor Security. Advanced protection starts from just $4 per day. Armor Security, powered by Flow, partnered with AllPro, inspired by you. Visit us in-store or online at discoverflow.co to learn more.
If you're planning an event, make us your first option. At Reality of a Dream, we can make your event memorable. We can assist in planning your corporate functions, moderate gatherings, family occasions, christenings, and more. We also cater for weddings and other special occasions. Our newly renovated venue includes a majestic entryway, which takes you along a path to a fantastic indoor facility which can accommodate up to 80 dining guests. A recently completed, fully air-conditioned, beautifully designed wing, which maintains the theme and flow of Reality of a Dream, adds 30 extra seats for dining guests. In total, we can now seat a total of 110 dining guests. Come see for yourself the splendor that awaits you. Walk along the path and make your way to the breathtaking, well-maintained swimming pool and gazebo, and also the entire grounds of Reality of a Dream. We've also updated the Dream Suite, which comes with all modern conveniences, where guests can enjoy the feeling of an exquisite retreat overlooking the entire area. Reality of a Dream caters to professional events. We provide secured parking for guests, so call us at 332-6880 and ask for Harriet, located at number 15 Moses Avenue, San Juan. Reality of a Dream, making dreams come true every day.
Are you stressed and worried by problems? Then meet Priest Santosh Ji. Priest is specialized in palm, face, photo, date of birth reading, and gives solutions to problems in marriage, relationship, love, business, job, health, and removes all black magic, negativity, bad luck permanently, and gives good luck and lifelong protection. Then call Priest Santosh Ji, 384-3844. That's 384-3844.
The biggest 5K in TNT takes place Sunday, May 25th at QRC. Start time 6 a.m. Run, step on, run. Breakfast inclusive. The highest payout of prize money for a 5K with a first prize of $5,000 and cash prizes up to 10th place. Lots of giveaway and medals for all participants. Registration is $200. Get registered now online at trinbagoevents.com. Call 345-3380 and 482-5531. Or visit Stefan Reese Production on Facebook for more info. Part proceeds goes to the Autistic Society of TNT and the Coover Children's Crisis Center.
Lent is here, and the castle is making fasting easy and tasty. With a fresh catch, seasoned local style, and cooked to golden perfection. Try the fish meal, the fish combo, the fish sandwich combo. Want more fish? Well, the Royal Fish Meal is for you. Or maybe you just want our famous fish sandwich. The delicious Lenten specials are hot and waiting for you at your nearest Royal Castle.
Attention all bakers, doubles vendors, roti makers. Try Chic Lisha high quality, unbleached, bromate free, all purpose and whole wheat flour. Bleached flour and bromate flour is treated with chemicals that can cause cancer, and this is banned in Europe and many other countries. Chic Lisha flour offers a healthier option, being that it's unbleached and bromate free. It also has a finer grain and a softer texture, lower priced and conveniently packaged in 2 pound, 2 kg, 10 kg and 25 kg bags. Available at groceries and supermarkets. For wholesale and retail prices, contact Chic Lisha Limited at 665-3336 or 480-8715 or visit them at Warrenville, Canupia. Chic Lisha Limited. Quality you can trust.
Adventure lives here, where nature inspires every step.
Set sail and explore the wonders of our islands.
Feel the rhythm of our festivals.
Joyful, vibrant, and unforgettable.
Whether you seek adventure
or tranquility, St. Vincent and the Grenadines has it all.
Ready to unlock your potential? Welcome to Open Minds Education from preschool to high school. We bring expert tutoring right to your home 100%, with a stunning 450% growth in enrollment. We're transforming education with real results that open minds. It's more than grades, we're building future leaders with academic and life skills. Don't wait. Call or WhatsApp 388-6635 or register now at www.openminds.education.
All right, so we're back on Breaking Down. We got 12 minutes away from the hour of 8 o'clock. For the next 10 of those 12 minutes, we'll be joined by Dr. Watson. Doc, talk to us. Bring her in via Zoom. Nice, man. I understand we're talking about shingles this morning.
Yes, we're going to talk about shingles. So I've given you a case study this morning.
Right.
So this is an 83-year-old woman who got shingles at the, it was January of 2024. Now, I'm giving this case study so you could see why these types of patients have a high risk of getting shingles, right?
Okay.
So she's diabetic, she have high blood pressure, and she have heart disease. So she on a whole set of different tablets. And where did she get shingles? She got it by the left flank, which is like, is in your back, just under your rib cage. That's where we call the flank. That's where your kidney kind of lie.
Yeah.
And it wrapped around in front by her tummy. So it's usually up on one side of the body. And she had this thing that was wrapped around. Of course, she did not know what it was. And this rash, when you get it, is extremely painful. It burns and it itches. So what is shingles? That's the first thing we go in with. So shingles is it is when you get exposed to the varicella virus. This is the same virus that caused chicken pox. Now, some people just get shingles and they say, but how come I get shingles and I never get chicken pox? But if you've been exposed to it, the virus lies dormant. It lies very quiet, Stefan. It likes to sleep in your nerve.
Right.
And it is stay there for a very long time until it reactivates and it pops back out. And the most common place you just get it, Stefan, is on your face, like right here, above the eye, around the eye, by the ears, on the chest, like how I just say, wrapped around, usually on one side. And how you identify it? It is be just like a water blister, and about 4 days before it actually pop out your skin. It is be this burning sensation you get on the skin, and it's like, why are you getting this kind of funny, burning, itchy sensation? And then boom, this thing just come out on your skin. And why is this important? Now, Stefan, there are two things I have a real fear of getting. I ain't going to tell you what the second one is, but one is shingles because I can't be getting no such a rash on my face.
Right.
But the bigger problem than the rashes, usually if it comes onto the face especially, it can actually damage your eye and cause blindness.
Serious.
Yeah, that's why I want to talk about it today. And the other thing is, some people, and a large percentage of people, when they actually get this virus and it goes away, it leaves them with a very painful, burning sensation. And this sensation can last for weeks, months, and years.
Wow.
So this particular case study is this lady came to me because she was getting this constant burning sensation months after the fact. And she didn't understand, and she was explaining the rash to me. And of course, instantly I said, well, that is shingles. And she said, but it's gone away so long, why continuously having this burning, painful sensation in this area? And I had to explain that when shingles comes out on your body and pops out, it damages some of your nerves. And that's why you get that painful, burning sensation that could really decrease your quality of life. And you know, I beg on quality of life. So who does get this? Usually, Stefan, the 50-year-old plus, or if you're over 18, people that are very immunocompromised, people with HIV or going through chemotherapy, etc. And over 50, just generally, will have a higher risk. But people over 50 that have other issues such as diabetes, high blood pressure, any kind of autoimmune disease like rheumatoid arthritis, if they have lupus, those people have very, very high risks. But the truth is, Stefan, once I cross 50, which is in the next 25 years, by the way, once I cross 50, I going to get this beautiful vaccine that they have created called Shingles. This vaccine prevents you from getting this thing by 90%, over 90%. So you know I go be first in the line for that vaccine.
Okay.
I never want to get no blindness when I get in my old age, and I certainly don't want to have no rash that lasting forever and ever. Not the rash, the pain, the extreme pain. I had one particular man, Stefan, he couldn't even put on his shirt because just putting clothes on the area, because he had his one that was wrapped around his upper body, upper neck area. Just putting on a jersey was extremely painful. Anything touching, even breeze blowing on it, was causing severe pain. Wow. And of course, you have to be medicated with all kind of things you don't want to be medicated on to feel this. So, all you over 50, immunocompromised, have diabetes, hypertension, even if you're younger and have any of these issues, go and get your vaccine. It is only available right now in the private setting. You have to get 2 injections. They will be 2 to 6 months apart. But if you're very, very, very immunocompromised, meaning that you're really, really sick, like if you're undergoing chemo, etc., the vaccine is between, you're supposed to take the first and the second about 1 to 2 months apart.
Wow.
So that vaccine is the Shingles vaccine, and I'm telling you, it's covering you by over 90% to not get this thing. And if you have gotten it, Stefan, it is also a very, very high, it also covers you a very high percentage so that you will not get it again. So this particular case, this lady, I recommended it, and she had her 2 shots 6 months apart so that she will have a better outcome from not getting this thing again. So it benefits you in 2 ways. It prevents it by over 90%. And if you get it, if you get the shingles before, it covers you at a high percentage not to get it again. All right? And I'll give you a next little. Go ahead.
Just real quick here. Why is it only available in the private sector right now? Why the public sector don't have this?
Well, you're asking me that?
Okay, all right, nice. I just thought as a doctor you might have an answer, but you go ahead. Nevertheless, we have a couple minutes.
I don't know. These things, shingles is a serious thing, and it is when these people go into hospitals, and it is contagious too. It's just like chickenpox. Right. If you expose it,
and how common is it?
In terms of the elderly?
Yeah.
Okay, let's say in my little office, in a year's time, I might have about 10 people that come in, and that's my little office.
Right.
These things can be prevented. I don't give my parents that too. They had their 2 shots already, and when I crossed my 50, I will be taking mine. So Stefan, that's next week.
Shingrix it is?
Shingrix, yes.
Shingrix.
2 shots.
All right. I didn't know it had a vaccine for it, but now that we know,
yes.
I suppose persons can, you know, your number is on the screen. They could always contact you and find out about it. Getting a shot for the Shingrix shot for shingles.
And we can order it in for them, and they can get their 2 shots.
Right. All right. I never knew it had a vaccine for it, but anything that could prevent that kind of pain, because I understand it's very painful.
Extremely painful, extremely. In fact, I had this lady who was very young. She was 36 years old, and she got it twice after each pregnancy, because you know, after a pregnancy, your body's be tired and run down, and you're breastfeeding and you're not sleeping, and she got it twice.
Wow.
So I pushed for her, and I hope, because I'm not her doctor, I went to a conference and I was talking about shingles, and she was talking about it. So you see, you could even get it in a younger age, and I pushed for her to go and get her vaccine. And before we leave, Stefan, let me tell all them SEA students, good luck today. All are going to be fantastic, especially my nephew, Zane DiGanzo. All right, so I'm sending that out to them there.
All right.
Any questions you have for me there, Stefan, about the Shingrix and shingles?
No, I basically have a full understanding of everything there.
Good. So I'll be ordering your 2 shots, because I know next week is your 50th, huh?
Next week is what? No. I save 20. If you go be 15, 25 years, I will be as well. All right?
All right, then.
Hey, Dr. Watson, thanks a lot for joining us this morning, giving us that information on shingles. If you didn't know that it had a vaccine for it, you know now. And you can contact Dr. Watson via the number on the screen. It's 319-8955. That is 319-8955. Give her a call and link up with her today if you do have concerns about that, because I understand it is extremely painful. You don't want to get that. And if it's preventable via vaccine, no problem. All right? So, Doc, thanks a lot.
No problem, Stefan. I remember the blindness, Stefan. It could cause blindness if it goes by the eye. Don't forget that.
Yeah.
Very good. Okay, bye, Stefan.
All right, thanks a lot. All right, so that is Dr. Watson on the inside. We're going to take a final break here and come back with some birthdays and some SCA, you know, good luck messages that we have via the email. Stay tuned for that. That's coming up after this.
The following is a paid political advertisement.
I retired in 2002. When I retired, my pension was $1,000 from NIS. When Mr. Bissessar came into power in 2010, my pension rose to $3,000. Now I'm hearing PNM say, if you have money saved, they could take away your pension. I can't wait to vote UNC again. When UNC wins, senior citizens like myself win.
That was a paid political advertisement.
The biggest 5K in TNT takes place Sunday, May 25th at QRC. Start time 6 a.m. Run, step on, run. Breakfast inclusive. The highest payout of prize money for a 5K with a first prize of $5,000 and cash prizes up to 10th place. Lots of giveaway and medals for all participants. Registration is $200. Get registered now online at trinbagoevents.com. Call 345-3380 and 482-5531. Or visit Stefan Reese Production on Facebook for more info. All proceeds goes to the Autistic Society of TNT and the Coover Children's Crisis Center.
The St. Lucia Jazz and Arts Festival 2025 on May 6th. Pure Jazz featuring Mateo Mancuso. On May 8th, Grammy-nominated Jasmine Horn. I remember you. On May 7th, Kingdom Night, Maverick City Music. Gospel powerhouse Tasha Cobbs Leonard. On May 9th, Beanie Man and Bounty Killer unite. Young Greta, Patrice Roberts, Ricky T, The Story. On May 10th, the world unite for World Beats. Nigeria's Ruga. she know me got a girlfriend. And Joe Duet Feely, Summer Walker, the ultimate celebration on May 11th. Ronald Boo Hinkson, John Legend's soulful voice. Dance under the stars to Earth, Wind and Fire's hits. Purchase tickets at St. Lucia Jazz and Arts Festival.com.
Madam Baden, your boy young brother urging everybody to represent Presentation College 3-car raffle happening right now. You need to run out and come out. Support the thing. Young brother say that. What are you doing?
Presentation College San Fernando's 3-car raffle. The draw takes place at the school on Easter Monday, April 21st. But the deadline for ticket purchase is Wednesday, 16th April.
What a blessing!
Tickets are only $100, and with each chance, you get a shot at cruising in luxury. 3 brand new MG motorcars, courtesy Massey Motors, up for grabs. Get your tickets now at islandetickets.com. Card ticket outlets include teachers, pupils, parents, alumni members. Also, JTA Supermarkets nationwide, Christina Shoes nationwide, Bellini Drugs, Ateliers by the Park, 519C3 Mall, Sion's Royal Road, Ramsing Sports Cuba and Chaguanas, Sona Jewelers, Chaguanas and Pinal, all Extra Foods, all Cost Cutter Supermarkets, all Police Credit Union branches, In Accessorima and Port of Spain, Disco Mart Tunapuna, Jumbo Foods Barataria, all Kenny Sports Stores, Crosby St. James, Simon's Musical, Board Street, Cinnamon Drugs, Sangre Grande, WAC Radio, Mart's Liquor Palace, Ego Martin Main Road,
Southern Food Basket, Coffee Street.
The deadline for ticket purchase is Wednesday, 16th April.
For more info, call 752-9758 or 652-2311.
All funds in aid of school upgrade. Presentation College San Fernando's brand new 3-car raffle.
Brace yourself for the 3rd edition of Jazz and Wine, a soulful musical experience that is more than jazz. On Sunday, April 27th from 4 p.m., featuring the panist known for his dynamic stage presence and passion, Dane Golston and his live band, master saxophonist Pedro Lazama, captivating violinist Andre Donowa, the powerhouse vocals of Paula Salandi Green, Kevin Humphrey, and local recording artist Nisa. Also center stage, the dynamic musical ensemble Freetown Collective. This event is definitely more than jazz, creating unforgettable memories. Sunday, April 27th at the enchanting Outdoor Garden Theater, Queens Hall, from 4 p.m. Tickets available at Java Nation, Queens Park East, and online at islandetickets.com or call 737-2373 to arrange delivery. Jazz and Wine. Miss it? No way.
Before you take your omega-3 supplement, check for the natural products number NPN on the label. This unique code shows that Jameson products have approved rigorous Health Canada testing for safety and effectiveness. Unlike some supplements that carry disclaimers like not approved by the FDA, Jameson omega-3 is the trusted choice, offering 1800 milligrams of EPA and DHA for heart health. Choose quality. Choose Jameson.
At Adams Optical, we care for your vision with everything from stylish frames, contact lenses, and sunglasses, starting at just $595, to advanced eye care services. We also diagnose and manage conditions like glaucoma and cataracts with our in-house ophthalmologist. Additional services include OCT, VFT, and cataract surgeries. Visit us at San Fernando, Chaguanas, or Rio Claro.
All right, people, so we're back. We've got to wrap things up for today. Just real quickly here, Director, married and mischievous. Huh? Yeah, let me just say them that. Right, so this play is on at Sapa this weekend, Saturday the 12th and Sunday the 13th of April. It is Married and Mischievous, a brand new comedy, all right, with all-inclusive laughter. All right, so we want you all to go out and... of course, take in this play, all right? Just take in this play. This play is going to be pretty entertaining from what I've seen and I've heard about it. And of course, it is Deborah Buka Mason and Richard Raghubar Singh. They are the directors. And showtime starts at 8:30 p.m. on Saturday. and on Sunday at 6:30 p.m. And the box opens 12 noon, box office opens 12 noon to 6 p.m. daily down at Sapa. It is $250 for general, $300 for the reserve tickets. And you need to get those tickets. You can also get your tickets at K Squared Fashions in C3 Center in Brentwood Mall, Chaguanas. And you could also get it at Fens of Marabella, all right, by the roundabout. All right, and the tagline is, I could only drive one car, but I still want to. All right, married and mischievous. Don't miss it, man. Go out and enjoy yourselves this weekend. All right, with that now, we have some greetings and stuff to send out. Wishing a mother and father a happy birthday. This is the mother and father of Lisa Marie Mohammed. She did not put her mother's and father's name. She just put mother 83 years, father 87 years. All right, so to mother and father, happy birthday coming on from Lisa Marie. Also, we're going to say happy birthday, second birthday going on to Matteo. All right, so happy birthday to you coming on from your whole family, Matteo. All right, 2 years old. Nice one. Look like very, very camera friendly. Also, we would like to wish a firstborn son and a loving son a very happy and blessed birthday. His name is Tarek. All right, hope he enjoys it to the fullest. Remember, mom always got you. Love you, son. And his birthday will actually be on Sunday. This is a very early greeting. All right, yeah, but happy birthday going out to Tarek on Sunday, man. Tarek's birthday is the day before my mother. My mother ain't coming back until Tuesday. Lord, and she had this whole thing with this rabbit she had to bring back. Here I tell you. Also, good morning, Stefan. I would like to wish our son, Tyler Sanka, a happy 15th birthday from his mom, dad, and the rest of the family. So, Tyler Sanka, happy birthday to you, man. Nice, man. Like you're out in the cold. Also, we would like to extend our best wishes and good luck to Sanjana Gian, who is writing SEA today and aspires to go to her first choice, Lashmi Girls Hindu College. Good luck. Your family wants you to know they love you. From Darren Dad and Jani Mom, Sanjeev brother, and grandparents and everyone else. So best of luck to you in your SEA today, and best of luck to all the students in the SEA today. We wish you the best of luck. We know we've had some pretty, low results in the past coming out of the pandemic. Hopefully this crop will produce a larger pass rate and do well. But remember, like I said, it's not the end of the world. So good luck to all of them. And to the parents, don't make it do like it's the end of the world now. All right, there's life after SEA. As we leave you today, tomorrow is Friday. Chef Shiraz will be here. And just Mr. Dan Paul, the new Minister of Finance, please, Kevin Ramnarine has said, using IMF data from the latest Outlook report, that data puts Trinidad and Tobago as the 7th worst performing economy in the world. The Ukraine is actually performing better than us, a war-torn country over the last 3 years. Could you please, right, since so many strategic plans are in place over the last 10 years to improve the economic situation in Trinidad and Tobago, could you please explain how we end up at the 7th worst performing economy? Or could you please use that data and tell us otherwise? Until tomorrow, have a great day, people. Bye-bye.
Good morning. Welcome.